That's one thing I don't like about working with tape. It sticks to everything. Hi everybody, welcome to Creative Pouring by Cheryl. I'm Cheryl. Today I'm going to make some penny keychain necklaces. I went ahead and got them all put on my tape. I've placed them on there. I've got some popsicle sticks now, so hopefully that'll help. Don't know if it will because this is me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Matteo glitter, and I've already poured out some of my UV-resin, which is the high gloss J-Diction. And I'm going to put just a tiny bit of this glitter in it. Just a tiny, tiny bit, because I don't want it overtaking everything. All right, I've got my little tool here that I'm going to stir that up. See, it just put just a hint of glitter in there. You can still see through it. It's not enough to cover anything, but it's enough to make it look good. I'm just going to do one quick layer, just so that it doesn't, or it has something to sit on. I don't want the penny to be in on the back side. Oh, I'm putting pennies in here if you hadn't noticed already. I've had to lay these on a couple of popsicle sticks so that these holes are not going to tip it over. So you'll have it flat. And what you do is you just kind of spread this out a little bit. I've got that first layer cured. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these pennies in. I'm going to put just a hair more of hair more of the UV resin, so I can secure these in there. My husband actually suggested this pour. Although he suggested the years for everybody, but I wasn't going to go through it. I just went through it, our pennies, and got the pretty ones, the nice colored ones, and cleaned them up the best I could. But these are going to look pretty. What you thinking? You like this idea? Because I know that the pennies are getting, they're discontinuing the pennies. So I figured, why not? Okay, now these I got to be careful. I need to make sure that they're put in right, which is that way, because this is an oddball shape. Or it's on its axis. It's tilted, is what I'm trying to say. I'm putting all their heads straight up. All right, I'm going to cure these and I will be right back. Okay, I got that part done. That's all cured in, so they're nice and secure. That penny's coming up a little bit, which not real happy about, but it'll be all right. Okay, I poured some more in here. Let me get a little bit more in there. I don't think I have enough. And I'm just going to go ahead with the glitter, because I want these to be clean and simple. And anybody can do this one. beginners or whoever. If you've been doing it for a while or if you just started doing resin, this is a real easy one. The reason why I haven't opened it all the way is because this glitter flies around. It's very, very, very light. It says it's premium mica powder, but it's more of a glitter. See, it's more of a glitter. I've used it for other items, you know, for completely saturating something. But it looks prettiest as a glitter. Just pouring some on here. Got that done. I'm going to take the backing off of them. I will have to fix this one here because it does have a hole in it, but I can show you how to do that. That's one thing I don't like about working with tape. It sticks to everything. I'm going to get the backs of these all cleaned up, and I'll be back to you in just a few minutes. All right, I got that done. And I noticed that one of them has a big old hole in it. Where'd it go? There it is. See that hole right there? We're going to fix that before we continue on. All right, when I was cleaning them up, I noticed this one here had a little bit of a hole right there. I'm going to show you how I fix it. I've got my little jewel drill out, and I just put a drill on it, and I'm going to poke that hole. You know, drill that hole, a couple of pieces. And I'm opening it up. See how I opened that hole up? Okay. Now, I'm going to clean that up the best that I can. I'm going to get all that stuff out of there. All that dust and stuff. I'm going to clean that up out of there as best I can. Use a little bit of isopropyl. Oop. Yep, that's me pulling that right off there. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to do the rest of these. I've got, I had these resting on this little thing here. I'm going to fill the back side up with the same UV resin that I used on the front. Get a little bit more. Okay. Has that same glitter in it and everything. Just using it to fill that bag, do that back up a little bit better. So it looks pretty. Well, I let it sit. See, that's what happens when you let it sit by the sun. It gets cured a little bit. Okay. I'm sitting in front of a window, but I thought I had it covered. now that I've got that in there, I'm going to go ahead and pour it out of my main bottle, because it does have enough of the glitter in there. Pull it to the edges. The reason I have them sitting on this is because I want to make sure that the circle part, the bail part, is not gonna lay flat or tip it. I want it to be flat. Add a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna cure this and I'll be back to you as soon as it's done. All right, I got that done. Now I got to finish this one here. This one I opened up. We'll get a little bit of UV in there. This is when you take one of your little tools. Let's see. I'll use that and just poke it in that hole. Poke that resin in the hole. Make sure there's no air in there. So all those holes will be covered. So if there's any bubbles in there of any sort, get them out. Looks like I'd be making it. All right, let me cure it and I'll be right back. I went ahead and just put the UV on the back of the rest of them. This is the one that I had where I found that hole. I did it just like that. The hole's not completely gone, but it looks a whole lot better than it did. There we go. Let me go ahead and cure these and I'll be back to you when this is done. I've got them all done. There we go. And there's the other style. So we got two styles of penny. I've got one in the gold and I've got one in the antique. I can turn these into either necklaces or I can turn them into keychains, which I think I'm going to do the majority in keychains. I don't know where all my necklaces went to right off at the moment, but I will show you how to put the oh my goodness gracious. You ever had one of those days? Where'd you go? There's my ring. There's my ring. And you just put your ring on your finger. Find the split in your split ring. Twist it. Slide it on. I only have the silver in the keychains. So you put the one hole in there, twist it back. And then you put another one on there. I actually think I'm going to go with the silver on this. Oops, I only have one left. But that's okay. I'll just show you one. And then when I find my others, I'll do the rest. Put that on like that. And you get a keychain, or I like to use these little claw things to clip them on. And just take it and turn it back. Now, if you want to put a little charm on it, you can, or if you just want to leave it like that, you can. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this pour as much as I did. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you want to invest in my channel, here's the link for my coffee right up there to buy me a coffee. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep creating and keep pouring. Bye for now.